UFC 307 is officially tonight, and here's my breakdown of the main card. Kicking off is going to be Kayla Harrison versus Vieira. Next, Kevin Holland versus Roman Dolidze. Jose Aldo Jr. versus Mario Bautista. Raquel Pennington, the current bantamweight title holder and champion, going up against Juliana Pena. And then the light heavyweight title, Alex Pereira versus Roundtree Jr. Like I said, we're going to do a slight, slow breakdown of all this. So the first fight is Kayla Harrison versus Vieira. We've only seen Kayla Harrison in one fight so far. She absolutely dominated Holly Holmes at UFC 300. I was lucky enough to be able to see that fight live, and honestly, it was amazing to watch. She struck. She was able to wrestle. It was an absolute masterpiece of a fight. Vieira, I didn't even bother researching other than stats. I didn't see her past fights because I'm going with Kayla Harrison on this one. The second fight is one of my favorites. Kevin Holland, the Trailblazer, going up against Roman Dolidze. We all know Roman Dolidze has fought at middleweight and light heavyweight, and now he's at welterweight. Or wait, no, it is middleweight. So Kevin Holland is great. I have seen him submit people. We've seen him knock people out. We've seen him knock people out from the top or even the bottom. My prediction is that Roman Dolidze is going to overextend and get caught by something. And when it goes to the ground, he is not going to get back up. I think Kevin Holland gets the win via submission, but I can also see him landing and dishing out some serious ground and pound or even just a stone cold knockout. Roman Dolidze is awesome. He's, fought some good people, most notably Steven Smith. Yeah, that's his name, Steven Smith, Lionheart. But lately, I just don't see him with any of the momentum that Kevin Holland has had, nor the swagger. I think that swagger and charisma actually plays a huge part in these fights, and Kevin Holland already believes he's going to win, meaning he will win. For the third fight, Jose Aldo Jr. versus Mario Bautista. I've seen a lot of ways this can go. I think it's going to go to decision, but I know that both these guys do have knockout power. Mario Bautista has a bit of an advantage on the ground, but Jose Aldo Jr. just has that masterful show of distance in the void, as Mighty Mouse would call it, as well as the ability just to completely smother you in punches and not allow you to get up or get away until the ref has no choice but to step in. I'm going to go Jose Aldo Jr., the current underdog for this fight, and I'm going to say by knockout or decision, but I'm not for sure. Next for the co-main event is going to be Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys. I did not do too much, if at all, any research on these two women. I did stats, and I know that Raquel Pennington has the better record, but her finishing rate is nowhere near as good as Juliana Pena's. But I'm still going to say that as the current champion, I think she's going to put up a much better performance than Juliana Pena. But I know both of them are incredibly talented. I'm not going to pick a winner, but best bet for this is maybe just say it'll go the distance. Most fights at the women divisions do. Not Kayla Harrison. She's going to get the finish. I guarantee that. But for Raquel Pennington and Juliana Pena, let's say that fight's going to go the distance. For the main event, we have Alex Pereira versus Khalil the Warhorse Roundtree Jr. Both of these guys are absolutely talented fighters, especially after Roundtree went to Thailand to train Muay Thai for a while. That's something I keep reading, that people seem to think that he's going to magically become better, way better, which he has, but not to the level that he needs to be champion. And a lot of people have told me that they believe that since he's gone to Thailand, he has gotten better, but I've also pointed out that has not changed his record at all. The best person he has ever fought is Steven Smith, Lionheart, like I said. Same person as Roman Dolidze, same person that they both defeated fairly easily. I'm a huge Poetan fan. I have the Full Violence shirt right now. He is probably one of my favorite fighters behind Charles Oliveira. I'm always going to root for Poetan. I have several parlays rooting on him to win via submission or knockout, so that's what I would suggest. But just in general, he is shown to be a much better striker. He has good takedown defense, not that it's necessary after Khalil Roundtree Jr. admitted that he does not plan on taking a takedown or making any takedown attempts. He also said that he would donate a fraction or percentage of his purse if he did, just to prove that he does not ever plan on wrestling and he's not going to change his entire game plan, which is the only way to beat Alex Pereira is wrestling. So stupid, but respect to Khalil Roundtree Jr. I see this fight ending halfway through the second round. So I say over 2.5 rounds or under. It's going to be really close in that gap. I think it's going to be a left hook, but Proton has shown us that he can do a left hook. He can knock you out with elbows. I'm sure of it. He's shown flying knees in his UFC debut. And of course, he has shown the recent head kick against Yuri Prochazka in the rematch fight. So just give me Alex Pereira by knockout. And I will say that he has been training with Glover Teixeira, meaning he has the submission game and he knows how to avoid takedowns. So I'm curious if they do go to the ground via a knockdown or some sort. I'm really excited to see if Pereira decides to take that to heart and attempt for a submission. Let me know below if you plan on tailing me in any of my fights or my predictions, and let me know what you guys are predicting for UFC 307's main card tomorrow night.